India. So India is in that moment where, it doesn't have any war, it doesn't have anything, and no one can come to war with you at this point not even China. And this window we will have for at least 5 to 10 years. That's my view. If we handle it well, if we don't handle it well, that's a different story. So this is a time when you have to, part of handling this or exploiting this window, you have to make a statement independent. It's not a matter of strategic autonomy. There's a difference between strategic autonomy and making a statement of arrival. Okay, strategic autonomy is you do what you want. That's okay. We're not talking that. You're going to say how important you are to the world. And you have to convey this point to China. Because China has blocked you from the NSG, it has blocked you from UN, it has blocked you from many things. There are many issues with China.
大家好，这里是嘎人四绝频道。刚才这段高谈阔论听起来颇有几分自信。印度正处在所谓的绝佳位置，未来5到10年没人敢对印度开战，甚至连中国也不例外。言下之意，仿佛印度已经强大到让所有对手都只能退避三舍。只是话可以说得很满，现实却不会配合表演，把中国不愿轻易开战解读成不敢开战。把复杂的边境、贸易和战略博弈简化成印度可以自由发挥的窗口期，这种判断未免太过乐观。更有意思的是，一边强调印度已经登上世界舞台，一边又反复盘算中国来不来金砖峰会，甚至担心中国不来会不会让印度自由发挥 punk。看来真正需要被说服的恐怕不是中国，而是印度自己。接下来节目将围绕多瓦尔访华、金砖国家峰会、上海合作组织以及中印边境和能源贸易展开分析，看看这场被包装成印度崛起宣言的外交布局，究竟是战略主动还是一场自我加戏？
Firstly, the Kremlin has confirmed that Mr. Putin is coming, definitely. But of course, Mr. Xi Jinping's this thing has not yet been confirmed. But one thing we must remember also is that 2 weeks before the BRICS, the SCO meeting is going to take place in Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan. That is on 31st of August and 1st of September. Now, again, an interesting thing which, of course, USA has got its eyes on also is that the common members between the BRICS and the SCO are 4, which is India, China, Russia, and Iran. So now, Putin is going to SCO, is confirmed coming to BRICS. Iran will be, of course, there. India will also be there. Prime Minister is expected to go for the SCO meeting, and Mr. Xi Jinping is also expected to come for the SCO meeting. They are the founder members of SCO. Now, the issue is that there could also be, before the BRICS itself, there could be a possibility of a meeting on the sidelines or otherwise, meeting the, again, that photo opportunity which you talked of, Mr. Putin, Mr. Xi Jinping, and our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. In case that happens, obviously, it will be a little bit of a unnerving situation for the United States of America. So a lot is happening, and if you see the BRICS summit which took place last year, exactly on the same dates, that was a time when our Prime Minister had gone to China after 7 years, and this time in BRICS, in case Mr. Xi Jinping comes to India, it will be again after 7 years. So a lot of calculations are taking place, and possibly one of the not so overt agenda of this meeting by Mr. Doval could be also to set the agenda for this particular meeting, and insisting on them, like Jan Shankar said, that it is China to lose, or Mr. Xi Jinping to lose as a international leader if he doesn't come for the SCO. So possibly that underway, the agenda is being set, and like we talked of early harvest. Possibly some issues could also be resolved so that it becomes much more smoother for them to come in. But your specific question, I suppose there is something going to happen. And if you see, the same pattern is being followed. In Russia, the 22nd of August, if I remember correctly, 3 days back, our foreign minister said that for peace and tranquility on the border settlement is very essential. Now he's laid it down as India's precondition, or India's basic standpoint, that yes, we need to have this, and then we can take it further. So every time you would see, and the same pattern repeats, and it's no different this time. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. And General Shankar, yesterday you mentioned in passing about the LPG, LNG problem that Bangladesh has. And viewers, I have recorded a monologue on this. Okay, please do watch it, because this has got nothing to do with India. Because I need to say that thing first, because people will say, oh, no, India is now beginning to tighten. No, this is completely self-inflicted by Bangladesh. Take a look at that one. But the reason I'm saying this is, General Shankar, India has an invite for Tariq Rahman to come to India, and this guy is starting to put preconditions. And he's no position to put preconditions. Somewhere, see, what I'm at a loss to understand, whether it is Xi Jinping or Tariq Rahman, some of these heads of state, right? They don't seem to want to put their country first. It's always something else that seems to come in the way. I mean, is there a general loss in leadership these days, General Shankar? Because clearly, if Xi Jinping doesn't come, that means BRICS is no longer controlled by China. That means it's open. It could be anybody else who can come and fill that vacuum. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, I agree with you. The importance of BRICS for China is more than for India. But having said that, look, BRICS has become too important for everyone to be ignored. Okay, it is if I mean my own view, if Xi Jinping doesn't come to India, he loses. Why? BRICS and SCO are the two pillars of the global governance initiative of China. When was this global governance initiative unveiled formally? Last year at the SCO meet, right? So there is that's one major angle one has to understand. So I don't think so. I'm sure China is very aware of this whole story. Then of course the important thing is Iran. Iran is, you have to deal with Iran. And the fact is that BRICS is a meet, and this whole story is playing out when America is putting a universal sanction on Iran. What does universal sanction mean? Whatever Scott Bessent and Trump are doing on Iran, right? Will that be broken by BRICS? See, BRICS is about economic cooperation, which Iran is part of the story. Even in SEO, like what General Abedayal said. And there you want non-cooperation with Iran. So there's a issue. So how does that get resolved? I mean, how does this get squared? It's a circle and a square which are, facing off against each other. So there are issues. And then, of course, there's one thing which I want to mention. It's time we stop being reactive and we be proactive. Okay. India should stop worrying about what USA has to say, what China has to say, what Russia has to say, what West Asia thinks, and what you have to make your own statement. It's not that you don't take their sensitivity into consideration, but if you want to be strategically autonomous, you have to put your own imprint. How are you going to conduct your foreign policy? How are you going to shape the system? That's important. And I keep saying this, and at the cost of repetition, I'll say this again today. India is in a sweet spot. Everyone says this, but what kind of a sweet spot? This realization is important because that will put everything in perspective. You go back 20 years back, 25 years back, what was happening in the world? Terrorism, global war against terror. USA was in Iran, USA was in Afghanistan. We were having problems with Pakistan. Train bombings happening in London, Lisbon, and where all. Turmoil. The whole lot we were looking at non-state actors, terrorism, and all that. And Ukraine had started 2014, Maidan, revolutions, Arab Spring, chaos. And China was happily progressing. China was going along with its GDP of 10-20%, whatever. And slowly after, when this whole thing settled to some way, you saw China said, I'm a superpower. come to the chase today. Where are we? You see, China has got internal problems, it's got external problems, it has to deal with Japan, it is overstretched in the South China Sea. Things are not stable there. In fact, today South China Morning Post has put on an infographic on the purges which Xi Jinping has carried out. I mean, it's very interesting if you go and read that. It's a nice one. Those of you just go to that infographic. It tells you how many purges have been carried out. And this is in parallel to their military. Okay. Then, of course, you go this side, you complete West Asia is in a problem. Russia-Ukraine war is in a problem. Pakistan is imploding in some manner. They themselves say they're collapsing. Right? They want to do something. And so, who's at peace? India. So, India is in that moment where, it doesn't have any war, it doesn't have anything, and no one can come to war with you at this point, not even China. And this window we will have for at least 5 to 10 years. That's my view. If we handle it well, if we don't handle it well, that's a different story. So this is a time when you have to, part of handling this or exploiting this window, you have to make a statement independent. It's not a matter of strategic autonomy. There's a difference between strategic autonomy and making a statement of arrival. Okay, strategic autonomy is you do what you want. That's okay. We're not talking that. You're going to say how important you are to the world. And you have to convey this point to China. Because China has blocked you from the NSG, it has blocked you from UN, it has blocked you from many things. There are many issues with China. And China is going to be our most difficult customer for years to come. At least with USA, you have a modus vivendi of speaking. Your diaspora, their investment into India, their global you're connected. With China, you're not. And whatever connections you have with China are difficult. So you have to have a statement to be made. And which is that statement to be made? Which is that platform on which you can make that statement bricks. If Xi Jinping doesn't come, he loses out on this story. That he will allow India a free run. He has to come. He has to come. But again, to give China a face to come.
一场看似围绕印度外交官员出访、中国之行以及金砖国家峰会展开的讨论，实际上牵动的是一整套正在重组的国际关系。外交部长前往俄罗斯，国家安全顾问访问中国，财政部长与美国、加拿大接触，商务部门则继续寻找新的市场和合作伙伴。如此密集的外交动作，释放出的信号并不是印度在某个大国之间简单选边，而是在复杂局势中努力为自己争取更多回旋空间。这也是本期内容最值得关注的核心。今天的世界已经很难再用单一阵营、固定盟友和简单对抗来解释。印度既需要同美国保持合作，也不能放弃与俄罗斯的能源和防务联系，既要参加金砖国家和上海合作组织等多边机制，也必须处理与中国之间长期存在的边界安全和贸易矛盾。真正的外交不是把所有关系都处理成亲近或敌对，而是在不同议题上分别计算利益，在能够合作的地方合作。在必须坚持的地方坚持，其中印度与中国之间的关系显然是所有议题中最难绕开的主线。两国举行特别代表会谈，表面上谈的是实际控制线和边境稳定，背后谈的却是互信、实力、规则以及未来亚洲秩序的走向。脱离接触并不等于真正降温，没有新的对峙，也不等于争议已经解决。只要双方在边界部署、主权主张和战略判断上仍然存在根本分歧，任何一次高层会面都只能被看作阶段性管理，而不是最终答案。这也提醒我们，外交语言中的和平、稳定和早期成果必须经过现实检验，真正有价值的成果。不是会谈结束后的漂亮表述，而是边境是否减少摩擦，军队是否能够降低对峙风险，贸易是否建立更公平的规则，双方是否愿意用持续行动积累信任。若一方只想控制局势，另一方则要求正式解决问题，那么谈判就很难迅速突破。面对这样的长期博弈， 既不能因为一次会谈就过度乐观，也不能因为没有立刻解决争端就认定所有沟通毫无意义。金砖国家和上海合作组织则提供了另一层观察角度。金砖国家的影响力不断扩大，讨论范围已经从经济合作延伸到支付体系、数字结算、能源安全和全球治理。美国对这类机制保持警惕，担心美元主导地位受到冲击，而印度所拥有的 RBI 数字支付能力以及庞大市场，也让它在未来规则建设中拥有了更大的发言空间。但金砖国家内部同样存在利益差异，成员之间既有合作诉求，也有竞争和矛盾，因此它不可能一夜之间变成一个高度统一的政治集团，更现实的方向是在贸易、金融、能源和基础设施等领域逐步形成更多替代选择。伊朗问题进一步说明了这种复杂性，美国对伊朗实施经济制裁，能源贸易、航运通道和支付方式都会受到牵连。印度如果继续参与金砖合作，就必然要面对同伊朗往来的现实压力。如果过度依赖某一个能源来源，又会增加自身的战略风险。无论是通过易货贸易，还是利用新的结算渠道，背后都反映出一个事实：经济工具已经成为国际竞争的重要武器。一个国家的战略自主，不能只停留在口号上，更要落实到能源来源多元化、金融体系抗风险能力、产业链完整程度以及关键技术自主程度上。本期讨论还反复提到一个关键词，那就是主动。印度如果总是等待美国、中国、俄罗斯或者西方国家先表态，再决定自己的立场，就很难真正塑造一成。所谓战略自主，并不是拒绝所有合作，也不是不顾及其他国家的敏感点，而是在充分了解各方利益之后，明确提出自己的目标，并通过经济实力、军事能力、外交资源和区域影响力，把这些目标变成可以执行的政策。尤其当其他大国都面临内部压力、外部冲突和战略分散时，印度确实拥有一个难得的窗口期，但窗口不会永久存在。能不能把地缘优势转化为国家能力，最终取决于自身的判断和行动。当然，主动并不意味着冲动，更不意味着用情绪代替战略。节目中关于邻国关系的部分，有些表达带有鲜明的立场和强烈的批评色彩。但从更长远的角度看，邻国政策仍然需要兼顾安全、经济、民意和地区稳定。对周边国家施加压力，或许能够换来短期效果，却未必能形成持久影响。真正稳固的区域地位，来自持续的投资、可靠的合作、清晰的规则，以及让邻国看到同印度合作能够获得实际收益。最后，节目中关于接纳异议的讨论，也不只是对观众互动方式的提醒，更是对公共决策的一种启示。复杂问题不可能只有一个答案，战略判断更不能只听顺耳的话。不同意见可以帮助我们发现盲点，质疑可以迫使决策者重新检查依据。真正成熟的讨论，不是所有人观点一致，而是在充分表达和理性分析之后，形成共同决定。决定一旦做出，就要承担责任，执行到底，但在决定做出之前，必须给不同观点留下空间。从边境谈判到能源安全，从金砖合作到大国博弈，从外交访问到普通机场和贸易问题，本期内容最终指向的是一个国家如何在动荡时代保持清醒。看清局势不等于相信所有判断，保持立场也不等于拒绝沟通。面对正在形成的多极世界，真正重要的不是猜测某位领导人会不会出席某场会议，而是一个国家有没有足够的实力、耐心和制度能力，在变化到来时做出自己的选择。接下来，印度与中国能否在边境稳定和贸易合作上取得突破？金砖国家能否把政治影响转化为实际机制？伊朗制裁又会怎样改变能源与金融格局，都值得继续观察。你认为印度现在最应该优先解决边境问题、能源安全，还是经济与贸易结构？欢迎在评论区留下你的看法。我们下期继续追踪国际局势，也请记得点赞订阅，观看更多精彩视频。